Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down how to actually figure out your calories and macros the right way. Not using some random online formula. I'm talking about using a tool made by one of the most respected researchers in the field of nutrition, Alan Aragon. So he's the guy who's been publishing evidence-based nutrition work for decades, and his calculator, which we'll be going over in this video, does what most people overcomplicate. It finds your realistic daily calories and macros based on your body weight, lifestyle, and training. So if you're bulking, everyone says just eat in a surplus, or if you're cutting, just eat in a deficit. But how big a surplus, or how big a deficit? Well, that's where this tool comes in. You plug in your stats and it gives you a solid research-backed starting point, and then this is the key, you adjust from there based on the feedback. So let's walk it through step by step. Alright, so step 1, do you know your target body weight? I do, but for this example, we'll click no and proceed. So, determining your target body weight. The first thing it's going to ask you to do is to enter your current body weight. I'm in kilograms, so I'll write down my weight for this example, 92 kilograms. Now, I've just finished a cut, so I'm currently sitting at about 12% body fat, and it's given me my estimated lean body mass, which is about 81 kilograms. Alright, so using my estimated lean body mass, I then get to work out my target lean body mass. Now, I think it would be awesome if I could add about 9 kilos of lean muscle, so I'll put 90 kilograms, and if I could do that at the same body fat, that would be incredible. So, it gives me my target body weight of 102.27 kilograms. Now, we get to move up to step 3. Now that we have our target body weight, the first thing it's going to ask is your average total weekly training hours. I'd say I spend about 5 hours in the gym, plus an hour running each week, so that'll be about 6 hours training. Now we get to look at our non-exercise activity level, which is our NEAT. We have 4 different options here: low, moderate, high, or very high. Okay, you can pause here and quickly look at the descriptions for low, moderate, high, or very high NEAT. But these are going to depend on your activity level at home and at your job outside of life. Now for me, I know that I would sit around a moderate level. Most people, it's going to be safest, as it says here, to select the low NEAT level. But I know from experience that I'm at about a moderate. Now that we have our moderate NEAT level, it's given us our total daily calorie requirements. Now, here's where it gets clever. The tool asks whether you tend to overshoot or undershoot your calories. If you often eat more than planned while dieting, subtract 10%. If you undereat while bulking, add 10%. And if you're consistent, there's no change. So for me, 3,960 feels right and doesn't cause anxiety, so I'll stick with it. Now that's my daily target. Alright, so once you hit calculate macros, you'll see sliders for protein, fat, and carbs. You can adjust them freely here, but the defaults are based on solid research ranges. Here is what I personally recommend for a lean bulk or athletic maintenance phase. I would put my protein around 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, my carbs at about 5.5 grams per kilogram of body weight, and let my fat fill up the rest of that. I like this setup because it supports training performance, recovery, and muscle gain without overdoing that dietary fat. But again, you can slide these around, for example, if perhaps you're a ketogenic athlete or you feel better with slightly higher fats or fewer carbs. The key here is to stay within evidence-based ranges. For protein, that'll be about 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram. For fat, 0.6 to 1.2 grams, and carbs should fill the rest to support your training and performance. So here's the part that most people skip: testing your numbers. So just because it's a great calculator doesn't necessarily mean that if it says, say, 3,900 calories, that's exactly how many your body burns. So give it 3 weeks, track your body weight daily, take a weekly average and see the trend. Obviously, if you're not dropping weight at all, not gaining any, perfect, you found your maintenance. If you are losing some weight, then I'd add 2 to 500 calories. All right, see where you go from there. And same with if you're gaining too fast, I would drop 2 to 500 calories. All right, that's exactly how researchers and smart coaches track and refine their calorie targets. So if your NEAT changes as well, let's say you're in university like I am, you have a busy exam period, you're not out and about as much, that's fine. Just refine and adjust again. Again, it's not fixed, it's dynamic. Okay, so keep on tracking your calories and you'll easily be able to follow and see your weight patterns. For more context, this is how I think about reading the data. The calculator gives you a map, but your body is the GPS signal. So if the map says turn left and your body says, oh, well, we're still losing weight, you would update the map. This is the same process that Alan Aragon uses in his research review. Metabolism adapts, NEAT adapts, so calorie targets need to adapt too. So that's how you calculate your calories and macros with evidence, not guesswork. In the first link of the description, I will have Alan's calculator right there for you to track your results. Make sure to make those small adjustments and you'll have a plan that actually fits you. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, I really encourage you to like and subscribe. All support is appreciated. This is my first YouTube video, and I really appreciate every bit of support. So until next time, this is Jude Perkins. Do the work the right way. See ya.